and led Greece into the quarterfinals. Pistons ball. Fontecchio sprays it out to the corner, and Ivy knocks down his first field goal attempt at 3. Obviously, even more so the primary ball handler, right?
Yeah, won't see Giannis, so it's a little bit of a different look. Couple of new pieces here at the start. Gary Trent Jr., Taurean Prince.
Hardaway around the Duran screen, tried to hit the big man. He wasn't expecting the pass. Lillard with the hit ahead to Trent. And Trent laces the 3 ball.
Well, it's a new season, but some things don't change. There's 4 field goal attempts, and they're all 3s.
Taurean Prince back to Lillard. Fontecchio switches on to him. Gotta like that matchup if you're Dame. And he laces another 3 ball by the media.
It weighs on you, and look, he still was great.
Okay, he's for Milwaukee after falling behind 3-0. Lillard around the Lopez screen. Nice dime inside. Lopez finishes in traffic. Lillard on the bounce this time. Prince made a nice catch, kept it in play. Lopez tees up the 3. It's raining 3s already in Detroit.
Value comes defensively for this team.
How much of a defensive leap do you expect them as Cade Cunningham knocks down the 3?
Identity is going to be, they were not very good last year in transition. They were not very good at keeping the ball in front of them in half-court situations. They have to be better. Yeah. Their definition of success under J.B. Bickerstaff this year is going to be a lot different than obviously what the Bucks are and a lot of teams this league. It's only about the growth of their young players, and particularly, I think, Cade Cunningham at the top of that list.
Lake Beasley, how important is he in terms of spacing the floor for a guy like Cunningham?
Critical, and that's a big reason why they targeted the shooting. They wanted veterans to come in here, but
little double screen for Cunningham into the paint. That's where he can use his size, and he does, Tim.
Yeah, and one of the things they're trying to figure out is,
with another opportunity, Cunningham trying to walk down Jackson. Couldn't get it to Stewart. Shot clock down to 4 for Ivy. Got it. They play a little grenade ball with Cunningham and Stewart. Great ball movement. Beasley, bucket.
Well, that was a beautiful possession. And you see,
good full court pressure by Wright and the Bucks. Ivy, though, popped the clutch, got to the rim, and scored it. Elbow area and playing through him a little bit, but they stagnate here, Legs. Holland on the drive with 2 on the clock. Oh, man, he made something out of nothing. Legs, they're 10 of 16 from deep, and Doc going for the throat early as Dame gets ready to check back into the ball game. Hardaway Jr. on a nice baseline cut. Our coverage at 10 o'clock, 7 Pacific. Green off of some wide action over to Portis. Heat check, and he is hotter than fish grease. Another 3. That line drive had no chance. Ivy with pace. Up on the rim. He might have tipped in his own miss there. Holland has been doing a lot of work shooting with Fred Vinson, one of the noted top shooting coaches in the world, as Connaughton slips in for the layup.
Protection and a really nice find by Taurean Prince.
Little chase action with Ivy. Lobs up. Duran punching it home.
I've been able to deliver in a very tight window.
Connaughton on the flip. Baseline, Prince for 3. Got it. After exploding in the first quarter, Pistons get the turnover. Duran kicks it ahead. Fontecchio got the lay.
Some of the things that J.B. Bickerstaff and had the wherewithal to throw it behind his back on a perfect dime to the opposite side of the rim. No, man, you can't call a charge on a guy making a play like that at 7-1.
That was a highlight.
Profile, you just saw it by picking up Lillard and sort of forcing him to give the ball up earlier than he wanted to.
Duran punching it over Lopez. Is stuck on 14. Passes up a look to Connaughton. Great chemistry between those two. It goes back to Connaughton's rookie year.
Always gives you energy in the hustle plays, but also a guy that can really hurt you on catch and shoot 3s.
And speaking of catch and shoot 3s, Fontecchio.
J.B. Bickerstaff watching that, because it's exactly what we were talking about for the last couple of minutes. Just relentless with his hands and his reach. You got to be careful.
Off the Duran screen. Cunningham on the show and go. Raises up and lays it in. Beasley knocked down a couple of 3s. Here's Duran. They run a little delay action. Cunningham sprays it back out to Ivy on the drive. Took the bump and and one. Ivy. Prince with a long outlet to Johnson. Up and down we go. Wright steps into the three. Cash. Of the Milwaukee Bucks' success last year. Ivy in transition. Oh, couldn't catch a body with this group.
That's very smart. It also tells you, where you need to be on the floor because of where the likelihood of those shots are going to come from, and it just makes a lot of sense.
Try and put something on the house, maybe.
I've known Tony forever. I didn't know was he in Norfolk, Virginia?
Yeah.
Native?
Yeah.
That's down my neck of the woods where I first grew up, down in the...
Cunningham with pace. Beasley. Cunningham relocates for three. Good basketball, Tim.
Really good basketball. You're going to see a lot of dribble chemistry. And was he going to be somewhere else? I didn't think it was going to be New York. It's interesting to think that Minnesota had the year they did. You felt like they're kind of still ascending. And then they made a really dramatic personnel change. But Julius Randle going on, too, as a side note.
Back cut by Bojam. And the big fella lays it home this time. Here's with the live dribble. Stewart inside. Jump hook falls.
The games have been incredible, but I'm going to start with the fact that you brought up football. So since you brought it up, is this my chance?
Go ahead,
to
Mr.
mention
Commander.
My 4-1 Washington Commanders.
Out of the timeout, let's see what the Pistons run. Wendell Moore raising up. Got his own miss and put it back in.
Sort of rebuild project, young talent, wherever it may be, but there are some jobs on there, where the expectations are going to be to win right away. And you're going to certainly see that in Cleveland.
Just everything he's taking on with the Lakers, and he discussed, just making Anthony Davis whatever Anthony Davis wants to be, as you see the layup there by Jackson.
Coming in, take a little bit of time, but as long as we compete our tails off like we are, play the game selflessly, we'll give ourselves a chance.
Coach Bickerstaff, thank you so much. Good luck. Thank you. Guys, back to you.
And I think that's a big part of what J.B. Bickerstaff is talking about, is just playing smarter and being more patient in possessions. Yes, play fast, play aggressive, but be smart if it's not there. And what do you do on the second level offense?
Who's arguably been the biggest surprise of Bucks training camp. Stewart inside, got it to fall, but Sasser left it short. And Milwaukee on the run. There's Smith, got the bucket to go through the contact. Go screen by Moore. Sasser on the drive, and that's going to be a goaltend. Count the bucket. And I think there was a foul call as well.
Very good.
I was not summa cum laude.
Very good.
Stewart from the corner. He made a bunch of those last year. And a little light work.
Isaiah Stewart that time lined one up in the corner.
Tyler Smith off the mark from the corner. Sasser on the fly. Jenkins flares to the corner. Reed straight line drive with the left.
Known for in this league. He just is constantly in the paint causing havoc. Offensive glass protecting the rim. There's another leak out.
Sasser with a little room service.
Who's going to play alongside him. So I love the move for the Kings. And it's one team that has not gotten any attention really since that move was made. And I think they're going to surprise some people this year out west.
Just the way they want it. Jenkins with a nice fadeaway. Big screen by Rollins. And off the turnover, Sasser, they lead the 2-on-1. And an easy layup at the other end.
On the floor early in the season, but their time frame is totally different, and what the approach is going to be and how they handle the regular season.
Moore running the lane, filling the lane for the lay.
Just to not hurt anybody's feelings, but that's for another night, another time, Jonesy.
I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, okay.
I can't wait to talk about that with you. That'll do it here from